7 signs that predict how long you will live. After 70, scientifically proven. Seniors, old age. 1. Walking speed. Walking speed is a simple, yet powerful physical indicator in predicting a person's longevity. After the age of 70. In the medical world, walking speed is often referred to as the 6th vital sign, because it reflects the overall condition of the body. A study published in JAMA, Journal of the American Medical Association, showed that older adults who walk faster tend to have better heart, lung, nervous system, and muscle function. In fact, every small increase in walking speed is associated with a reduced risk of death in the next few years. When a person walks, the body works like a complex machine. The brain regulates balance and coordination. The heart pumps blood for energy, and the muscles move the body forward. If any of these systems weakens, walking speed can immediately decrease. Therefore, a gradual decrease in walking speed can be an early sign of hidden health problems, such as heart disease, nerve disorders, or decreased muscle mass, sarcopenia. Maintaining a stable and healthy walking speed not only prolongs life but also improves quality of life. Light physical activities such as daily walking, elderly gymnastics, or leg muscle strength training can help maintain flexibility and strength. So, walking speed is not just about how fast a person walks, but how healthily their body systems work together. Number 2. Hand grip strength. Hand grip strength is one of the simplest, yet most accurate indicators of general health and life expectancy in older adults. A strong hand grip reflects overall muscle strength, especially in the arm and shoulder muscles, which are closely related to physical fitness and function. In studies, including one published in The Lancet, low grip strength has been linked to a higher risk of premature death, heart attack, stroke, and cognitive decline. When someone experiences decreased grip strength, it is often an early sign of sarcopenia, a condition characterized by the loss of muscle mass and strength with age. This decline can make it difficult for older adults to perform everyday activities, such as opening bottles, carrying groceries, or even maintaining balance while walking. As muscles become weaker, the risk of falls, fractures, and loss of independence increases. Grip strength tests are usually performed with a device called a hand dynamometer. The results are compared with age and gender-specific standards. Older adults with below-average grip strength often have weaker immune systems, slower metabolisms, and are at greater risk for health complications, especially if they already have chronic illnesses. Therefore, grip strength is not just about hand muscles, but an overall assessment of body health. Number 3. Daily physical activity. Daily physical activity is one of the most important and scientifically proven factors in determining a person's life expectancy. After the age of 70, elderly people who remain physically active are likely to live longer and enjoy a better quality of life than those who live a sedentary lifestyle, sitting a lot or not moving. Physical activity does not always have to be heavy exercise. Even light activities such as walking, sweeping the yard, gardening, or climbing stairs have great benefits for overall body health. When someone is physically active, their body works more optimally. The heart becomes stronger, blood circulation increases, muscles and joints remain flexible, and metabolism runs more efficiently. Physical activity also helps control blood sugar levels, blood pressure, and cholesterol levels, 3 major factors that affect the risk of heart disease and stroke. In addition, physical movement stimulates the release of endorphins and serotonin, which function to improve mood and reduce stress or depression, which often affect the elderly. One large study from Harvard stated that elderly people who are physically active for at least 30 minutes a day, 5 times a week, have a much lower risk of death than those who are inactive. In fact, just walking for 15 minutes a day can increase life expectancy by up to 3 years. This shows that every movement has an impact, no matter How small in maintaining vitality and preventing decline in body function. Number 4. Cognitive function and memory. Cognitive function includes the brain's ability to think, remember, solve problems, speak, and make decisions. At the age of 70 and over, cognitive condition becomes one of the most crucial indicators that has been scientifically proven to affect a person's life expectancy. Decreased memory or thinking ability is often an early sign of neurodegenerative diseases, such as Alzheimer's or dementia, which not only affect quality of life but also increase the risk of premature death. In fact, mild cognitive impairment can develop into more serious disorders if not managed properly. The human brain, like muscles, will weaken if not actively used. Elderly people who rarely do mental stimulation, live in social isolation, or experience chronic stress have a higher risk of experiencing cognitive decline. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that involvement in intellectual activities such as reading, writing, playing crosswords, learning new things, or playing musical instruments can help maintain brain function longer. In fact, social activities, such as talking to other people regularly, can also have a strong positive effect on brain health. Healthy cognitive function is also closely related to a person's ability to live their daily lives independently. Elderly people with good cognition are better able to manage medications, manage finances, maintain personal hygiene, and make important decisions. Number 5. Stable and healthy body mass index, BMI. Body mass index, BMI, is a measure used to assess whether a person's weight is proportional to their height. In seniors aged 70 and over, maintaining a stable and healthy BMI is very important because it is directly related to the risk of chronic disease, malnutrition, and even life expectancy. Interestingly, several studies have shown that being slightly overweight in old age, not obesity, can actually provide additional protection against certain diseases and prolong life. Seniors with a BMI that is too low, thin, are at risk of experiencing a lack of energy and essential nutrients, which results in a weakened immune system, loss of muscle mass, sarcopenia, and an increased risk of falls and fractures. This condition is often caused by decreased appetite, digestive disorders, or chronic diseases that make it difficult for the body to absorb nutrients. Conversely, a BMI that is too high, obesity, also increases the risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, and joint problems, all of which can shorten life. However, several large studies, such as the obesity paradox, have shown that older adults with a BMI in the range of 25 to 27, which is categorized as mildly overweight, tend to have lower mortality rates than those in the normal or thin categories. Number 6. Social status and relationships. Social status and interpersonal relationships play a big role in determining a person's life expectancy at age 70 and beyond. Social engagement has been scientifically proven to lower the risk of premature death, reduce stress levels, and keep cognitive function sharp. Humans are social creatures, and social isolation, whether from losing a partner, having little interaction, or feeling unneeded, can accelerate physical and mental decline. In fact, chronic loneliness has been equated to smoking 15 cigarettes a day, according to a study from Brigham Young University. When seniors stay connected to family, friends, or community, they are more likely to have a high zest for life and a clear sense of purpose each day. Feeling appreciated and loved can increase levels of happy hormones like oxytocin and dopamine, which help suppress inflammation in the body and boost the immune system. In contrast, loneliness and social isolation trigger chronic stress, which results in increased cortisol levels and can damage vital organs if prolonged. An active social life is also often associated with a healthier lifestyle. Seniors who regularly socialize tend to be more diligent in maintaining personal hygiene, more regular in taking medication, and more physically active because they often do activities with other people. They also get help more quickly when experiencing health problems because they are surrounded by people who care. In the long run, this creates a positive circle that supports physical, mental, and emotional health. Number 7. Sleep quality. Sleep quality is an important indicator that is scientifically closely related to a person's life expectancy in old age. After the age of 70, the body needs enough sleep to repair tissue, strengthen the immune system, and maintain hormonal balance. However, many elderly people experience sleep disorders such as insomnia, frequent nighttime awakenings, or restless sleep. A study from the National Sleep Foundation shows that elderly people who sleep less than 6 hours or more than 9 hours per night tend to have a higher risk of death than those who sleep in the ideal range of 7 to 8 hours. Quality sleep also has a direct effect on brain function and endurance. During sleep, the brain carries out a cleaning process of toxins and metabolic waste that can cause diseases such as Alzheimer's. Lack of sleep or disturbed sleep can accelerate cognitive decline, increase blood sugar levels, worsen blood pressure, and accelerate cell aging. Therefore, elderly people who experience chronic sleep disorders are often more susceptible to chronic diseases and a decrease in overall quality of life. In addition to duration, consistency and rhythm of sleep are also very important. Older adults who have regular sleep patterns, going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, tend to have a more stable metabolism and a more balanced mood.